lot in the YouTube community. This topic is about, well, it's about a lot of things that YouTube is doing. Here's the thing, you don't want indie games. You don't want games like Drive Club. You don't want games like Knack. Go back to PlayStation. Go back to PlayStation 2. PlayStation. You had things like Spyro, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper. You had Chrono Cross. You had Legends of Dragoon. You also had Final Fantasy. You had Grandia. You had third-person shooters like Parasite Eve, along with third-person shooters like Resident Evil. You know, you had Silent Hill was another third-person perspective that you had that was, you know, survival horror. You had so many different types of games. You could walk into a gaming store and pick up something that wasn't publicized, that wasn't hyped at all, and enjoy that game. Now, all YouTube is covering is the hyped games. All they're covering is the hyped games. But here's what YouTubers do. I don't like this component. It's overpowered. So there goes your rook because it's overpowered. I don't like these knights because they're overpowered. You know what? The queen is way overpowered. You know what? The bishops are overpowered too, so let's take them out. And now you have pawns and a king. That's your new chess game. Take away all these extra powerful pieces because they're components that people can't seem to figure out. So let's take it out of the game completely and make this the game. This is what's happening. Okay? This is what's happening to the gaming community. New components, anything that deviates from the program, gets immediately shat on. Period. End of story, end of sentence. Now, perfect example, everyone's shitting on Drive Club right now. Assassin's Creed, the original one, wasn't the greatest game ever. But when they came out with 2, Assassin's Creed really took off. Okay? Now, with all the hate that has followed Evolution Studios, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't put out a Drive Club 2. Or if they didn't put out a new franchise at all. Because when you're creating something, it's all about confidence. If you don't have confidence, you can't create something beautiful. Alright? So, you're destroying a small studio's confidence. How is that your problem? It's completely your problem. It is completely your problem as the consumer. The less we buy of certain things, the less we're going to get of certain things. Supply and demand. Okay? Everyone goes, I'm tired of spending my hard-earned cash on shit games. Well, to you it might be a shit game. To the person down the street it may not be. I've never in the life of me say a game fucking sucks. Never, okay? I may say, for me, this game is garbage, okay? And everyone goes, oh, it's opinion and da-da-da. No, these YouTubers are saying this shit like it's fact. So this is what you get. A dumbed-down version of chess. Or, these same pieces get patched. So now, your rook can only move 1 space in a cross. Now, this can only move in an L 3 spaces instead of 4. Okay? Take that down because that's overpowered. This can no longer go all the way across the board. This can only go diagonal in 1 or 2 directions. This queen is totally overpowered, so it can only go 1 space now. You see how disturbing that is? That YouTube has control over the games that you play. So the more hate that goes out there, the more people that hate on games, the more big YouTubers that say, we don't want this, they're speaking for you. Even smaller YouTubers, you don't think that they don't have someone checking out the YouTube reviews and seeing what people are saying about their game. Which brings up another issue. Devs are building games based on feedback when they should be building games because it's their dream to build games. Not listening to you, not listening to me, not listening to anybody else. Because at the end of the day, it makes me think that the YouTubers nowadays don't want new IPs. They don't want new games. They don't want off-the-wall games. They don't want childish games. They don't want... There's so much hate in the the gaming community right now that I'm not surprised we're getting Uncharted 4. But when a company like Naughty Dog deviates from Uncharted 4, what did we get? We got Last of Us. What do you think 343 Studios could have created without the Halo franchise? Imagine the games that would have came out. Imagine the new IPs, the new franchises. Now, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want recycled on Sony's side and Xbox side. The only thing I have to say about Sony right now is they're the only ones that are willing to take a shot on small studios. And the more you shit on small studios, YouTube, the more they're going to stop making games. You're going to see them quit. You're going to see devs start to quit companies. Why? Because you hate their games. Issues with business and bad business practices, that's one thing. But don't shit on games and new studios. Where do you think your big AAA titles came from? Where do you think your Infamous came from? Where do you think Last of Us came from? Naughty Dog used to be a much smaller company. But given the opportunities it was given, PlayStation owners decided to buy their games. You need to hold yourself accountable for the things that you say. No, because I'm only one person. I wash my hands of it. No. You're part of the problem. You're part of the reason that this new dev team quit. Because you've decided to run your mouth and say they fucking suck. In fact, I even saw someone say that Evolution Studios should stop making games. Should stop making games. I don't believe that's true at all. And you know what? I'll go on record and say, I think Evolution Studios are going to learn from this, and they're going to make a much better game next time, and that's what opportunity does. Why do you think we don't get the IPs that we should be getting right now? Why? People are shitting on Order of 1886, and it ain't even out yet. All because some reviewers who think they're the end-all, be-all have commented on it. But this is the new generation of gaming. And we have no one to blame. No one to blame except us. Let's hold ourselves accountable. We ask the devs to hold themselves accountable when they make a bad game. Then we need to hold ourselves accountable also for this. For telling them this is what makes a good game, this is what we want, and making devs think that this is the way they should be. Let's hold ourselves accountable for some of the bad games that have come out. Madden 15 is a much better game than Madden 25 was. For all that they did, it's still Madden. It's still Madden. So it doesn't matter how good they are, because you're going to buy the game anyway. You're seeing Destiny gameplay and Bungie gameplay make its way into Call of Duty. Why? Supply and demand. You guys demand a certain mechanic, they have to provide it to you. Why do you think Square Enix doesn't take chances with games anymore? Because of the fans and the way we react to games. This is your new gaming right here. Your AAA titles, this is it. Just a king and his pawns. And if you don't believe this is what's going to happen, just wait till the next gaming crash. Because we are causing it with all our bullshit and all our crap. Let's hold ourselves accountable just as much as we hold devs accountable for a bad game. Am I saying Drive Club was the greatest game ever? No. But are there people that enjoy it? Absolutely. Motorsport is one of the games they're known for. World Rally Championship is one of the games they're known for. And were they the greatest games ever? No. But to some people they were. I hope they come out with more games than Forza Horizon 2. I hope that Sony keeps putting money into small studios so that we get different experiences. May not be the best experiences, they may strike out, but at least they're trying. Everyone who hates me for this video can hate me for this video, but I'm telling you right now, if you you guys keep doing what you're doing, we will never see another generation like PlayStation 2 or PlayStation or even Nintendo. Okay? Even Nintendo is starting to fall back on all its old IPs. Why? Because those are the ones you guys play. And if that's what you want, then why are you gaming in the first place? If you only want the same games over and over and over, this is your new gaming right here. This is your new gaming. Take away all the components that make the game good. Throughout history, some people are going to be better at games than others. Not everyone can be good at every game. So stop catering. Stop taking away pieces. Because people are whining and crying and bitching and pissing and moaning. Stop doing this. That's all I got to say, guys. If we keep doing this, you're going to see the next downfall of gaming, and it will be on us. Not the devs. Not all these other reasons or excuses. Us. We are telling the devs their games are not good. We are discouraging against new IPs. We are the ones who don't want anything new. Just something to think about. This is Zero Ink.